All right, welcome to Q4, the last quarter of the year. And we will be in Q4, Unit 7. We're doing probability, Week 1. The objectives for Week 1 are to review how to work with fractions and number conversions. That's just important stuff for probability. We're going to be using that. 2, to understand the basic premise of probability, what it is. 3, how to write simple probabilities from scenarios. 4, understand the law of averages and that it does not have a predictive property. And number 5, we're going to be able to apply these understandings to the game of roulette. Something important is that instead of a test, you can earn credit for summative standards by playing games. That sounds intriguing. What does that mean? So what we're going to do is we're going to be learning 3 casino games to help us with probability. So we're going to learn roulette, craps, and blackjack. You'll see how they apply once we start learning the rules of them and some stuff about probability. But what's this stuff about earning credit for tests by playing games? Well, what we're going to do is after we've learned the games and after we've learned the probabilities involved, we're going to meet in lab, and it's going to be in the beginning of the day, so you have to be on time. And we're going to meet in lab first thing in the morning. We'll play that week's casino game. You play it with me. And while we'll play, we'll just discuss the probabilities involved. And at the end, through our discussions and stuff, you need to be able to explain to me how it works in the game and show me that you understand it. And if you could show me that you understand what's going on in the game and how those probabilities work in real life, then you can earn some credit for the summative standards, and you can get out of some of the testing that you would otherwise have to do. So that sounds like a pretty sweet deal to me. So definitely be in lab during those weeks and make sure that you get in there, and we can work on those together, play some games, have fun. There's the notes, like usual, and we've got like I said, we're doing number conversions and working with fractions. It's just you're gonna need it for working with probabilities. There's lots of fractions, lots of decimals and percentages and stuff. So we're just gonna need that stuff. And then we'll have a little slideshow, introduction to probability. All you got to do, here's some definitions, some intro stuff. It's just a slideshow. From there, some pretty straightforward questions. And then you're going to be calculating some simple probabilities here. And then we have experimental versus theoretical probability and the law of averages. So there are 2 lessons in this one here, experimental versus theoretical and the law of averages. They both apply. The law of averages applies to the difference between these 2. That's why they're in the same one. And then in this assignment, you'll explain the difference between them. You'll calculate some theoreticals and experimentals, and then you will use theoretical probability to predict experimental probabilities. That's all you're going to be doing. Here's some probabilities here. Use those theoretical probabilities to predict what we might think is going to happen in the future if we do, say 90 draws from this bag. And that's what you're going to be doing. And then finally, there is the first casino game. That will be roulette. And if you want an explanation of that, I'm going to throw a video right in here. So when you get here, just watch this video and it'll help you explain what's going on. But then remember that next week we will be playing at the beginning of lab each day. I will be playing this with some students and talking through the probabilities involved and everything. So make sure that you are there to play with us. You can have some fun and hopefully earn some credit at the same time.